Hi everybody, my name is Molly,
My name is DJ.
and we are doing a fun little collaboration with Meriwether Cider, and
Burger Boi Boise.
yeah. Um, so everybody knows, well everybody should know, that cider goes beautifully with food, and DJ has been super awesome on his Instagram at Burger Boy, featuring our ciders in a lot of his different burgers that he makes. So we decided, obviously, we need to share this with a wider audience and let you guys kind of see the inside scoop on how to cook with cider.
100%. You know, again, like Molly said, sharing is caring. So essentially, what we want to do is, you know, when I have an idea in my head, I love sharing it with the world. And so generally it works out pretty well. And Molly and Meriwether's been super gracious in, you know, letting me flex my creative muscles, if you will, in, you know, developing a burger utilizing some of their really great ciders. So without further ado, each burger that we make is going to be after the namesake. So for this one, we're actually going to do the Blackberry Boom burger. All right. And Molly, you want to talk a little bit about Blackberry Boom and kind of the notes and everything like that?
Absolutely. So Blackberry Boom is one of our flagship ciders. We make it year-round. It's got a huge fruit-forward palate. Lots of blackberries just smack you right in the face. It's really big and round, so those flavors really match beautifully with any foods that are big and round and full. So you're going to get those both really complementary flavors with that.
So when I think about the Blackberry Boom, and in my head, again, my brain starts churning. I really wanted to really tap onto the sweet as well as spicy and savory. So a lot of time with this burger that I've prepared, the Blackberry Boom burger, I don't know if you guys could see it, but I have some pickled red onion, some wicked awesome pepper jack cheese. We have a sesame seed bun provided here locally by Acme Bakery. We're going to be utilizing Blackberry Boom barbecue sauce made by My Family Tradition Barbecue. So a shout out to you guys. And we also have some Blackberry Boom glazed bacon. All right. So let me tell you what. Bacon. Enough said, okay? But like Molly said, cooking with bacon, or pardon me, cooking with cider is a great idea. So essentially what I did in this particular application is reduced the cider in a saucepan, added some red pepper flake, also added some brown sugar, a little bit of honey, some cornstarch, kind of made that nice and thick.
So you made almost like a sweet and spicy glaze.
Sweet and spicy glaze.
Sweet and spicy is always a really good flavor match.
So yeah, and that's what I was heading for. And with most of what you'll see in the series is you'll see kind of that kind of play on sweet, spicy, savory. But for this particular round, you know, we went with the red pepper flake, the glaze, and the saltiness of the bacon. Let me tell you what. So in my head, it sounds delicious, and it should taste delicious.
It's gonna be delicious.
Right.
It's gonna be great.
So we have, what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to cook the patty. So you're going to kind of see what's going on. I would recommend to anybody out there watching, if you have a flat top griddle or an outdoor grill, definitely utilize those for the
That, like char.
100% for that char, and for that flat top griddle for that, I believe they call it Maillard effect. Whatever the case may be, it's delicious on those applications. But for the sake of this video, we're going to be using an induction flat top, and that's how we're going to be cooking this meal. So without further ado, I'm going to grab it.
Yeah.
Molly, let's make it roll.
All right. So, what temperature would you like it set at?
Let's go 400 if it's there.
400. Yeah.
Because we want it hot. We're going to do hot and kind of fast. I like to
And
cook.
you've made a pretty thin patty there.
Yeah,
A
so-
lot of the time mine are like round little ones. Like, why do you prefer doing a flat patty like that?
Well, flat patty, I think you get a good cooking surface area. And then I like half-pound burgers. I think you're able to get. I like my burgers medium. Some people like medium well. Some people like well done, but why eat a burger? So, but that's just my opinion. So if you're making, this is I ground this meat myself. Okay, if you don't have the a meat grinder or anything like that, just get any of your favorite locally sourced ground beef. There's tons out there here in Idaho, in the Treasure Valley even. So many.
Go to the farmer's market. There's
I was just about to say,
many.
check out your local farmer's market. Check it out. But if you don't have access to that, I would say try your best to get some good quality beef. I make about a 4 to 5 inch patty, probably about, if you look at it, maybe about half inch thick, but it'll cook up really nice. And then as I said, we want to kind of do this hot and kind of let get a good crust on the outside and flip it over.
And what seasoning did you put on there?
I actually used, again, another shout out to My Family Tradition Barbecue, their all-purpose seasoning. All right, and you could find that here locally as well.
And do you put anything in the pan before you put
No,
the meat in there?
Because of the fat. No,
Yeah.
100%. Because of the fat on within the.
Fire alarms.
All right. Well, let's turn that down a little bit. Because of the fat within the patty, sometimes it's not necessary to apply any other fat or oils. But if you find, especially if you're on a grill, you might want to spray or oil down your grate. If you have a flat top, you might want to apply a little oil, but sometimes the fat from the meat itself will render just fine. So let's put that in.
Yeah, before we set off the fire alarm.
Right, before we set off the fire alarm. Oh, cook tip, and I'm very particular about this. Anytime you're handling meat, always either wash your hands, wear gloves. You don't want cross-contamination. So with that being said, it's very important, keep a clean kitchen. So again, if you're feeding a lot of people, or even you're feeding yourself, you don't want to get sick. Always make sure to, wash your hands, use gloves if you can, or if you have any. And that way you don't have any cross-contamination issues. All right.
Totally.
So
I don't know if the microphone's picking it up, but it is sizzling in there.
Oh yeah,
it sounds real good.
100%. And so again, when you're cooking this burger, don't press. Do not press your meat. I know that sounds weird, but don't do it.
I'm definitely right. Yeah, no, I would never do that.
No, don't do that. But just let it ride, let it cook. If you guys are in here right now, it smells like super delicious.
Starting to smell good.
Starting to smell really good. So once that's cooking, what we're going to do is we're going to start building our burger. So then once the burger's finished, we could just add it on there.
Mix up a little bit.
Yeah. So let's. All right.
So before filming, he prepped the bun with some butter and then toasted it, and that gives a nice crunch. I'm a huge fan of toasted buns. I think it's
Toast your buns, folks.
Toast your buns.
Toast your buns. I'm telling you, and again, if you're in a rush, you don't have to. But I think a true burger experience, you get a nice, good toasted bun, and it'll set everything right. Now, I'm also going to add seasonings to the other side that wasn't, so we have a good seasoning all throughout. Now, I like when I'm making my burgers, I don't put any kind of seasonings within, or onions or garlic within the meat.
Okay.
Some people choose to do that. I like to kind of just keep that beef flavor and then season the outside. Just make sure it's well seasoned. Whether it's an all-purpose seasoning from someone like MFT, or it could just be well salted, black pepper, good to go. Less is more. And then so when you're taking a bite, all you taste is that delicious burger. All right. So we're going to start building. Actually, I'm going to grab some stuff off camera here to make sure that we could do it. So as I said, we're going to utilize some of the Blackberry Boom barbecue sauce. I'm going to base that on the bottom and the top of the buns. But before I start handling the food, again, gloves.
While he's putting those gloves on, I'm just gonna say, whenever I hear, like, he's putting bacon on the burger, and it's obviously a burger that's got a lot of nice fat in there. The blackberry's gonna go really great. It's in the glaze. You could drink it with it and it'd be awesome. But if you want something a little more that's gonna actually like cut through and give you a little relief from all those heavy flavors, one of my really go-tos whenever I'm eating big meat products is the Foothill Semi-Dry. It's another one of our flagship ciders, and it's super light, it's crisp, it's refreshing. It's gonna have that bite of acidity that's going to really cut through those fats in your meal. So it is always a really solid choice for when you're doing big kind of fatty meals.
100%. And who doesn't like a good beverage with a meal, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe. Or while you're cooking it.
Or while you're cooking it. While you're cooking. I mean,
is smelling really good, by the way.
So that's great. If you guys can't really see it, but what's happening now is that you could see like the edges are kind of nice and browning up. Browning up a little bit. So I'm going to grab again. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a spatula off camera here, and we're going to flip this bad boy.
You're being really good about waiting for a long time. I am a constant flipper, and it's not great.
Nope, flip once.
I know. Flip. I try so hard to tell myself that.
If you can
but I
manage
flip it like 6 times each side.
Yep. If you can manage it, only flip once.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
this is
I'm way too.
Yeah, patience. Patience, young Padawan. Patience.
Yeah. It's hard.
But yeah, flip once.
Cook.
And then that's good to go. So we're going to lay down some lettuce. Because it is, to Molly's point, it is a very heavy burger. So while I was making this, I was just like, all right, you know, what can I do to kind of cut through it? Hence the pickled onions, the lettuce. So it's not just all...
Yeah, those onions are going to add a lot of really nice, like, acidic bite to the burger.
And while it's cooking, we're going to lay on the cheese.
And why did you pick pepper jack?
Again, it's kind of that spicy, sweet. The jack cheese is actually it's pretty mild cheese, but then you have the little pepper flakes, or sorry, pardon me, it's jalapenos that's kind of strewn throughout the cheese. So I thought with that sweet, spicy, with that sweet, spicy. Combination, I thought pepper jack cheese would be a good combination. I use pepper jack cheese a lot. It depends on the meal. Sometimes I like to use like white cheddars or like Colby Jacks, or or just plain old regular cheddar, or some good old fashioned American sliced cheese. I mean, and because sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but it just depends on the burger and what you're feeling like and what you're liking. Yeah. All right. So while this is cooking up, we're going to, because everyone eats with their eyes. So what happens is I usually like to make it look pretty. So what I would like to do is I had the sauce on the bottom. I have some lettuce. I'm going to put the patty on top of the lettuce. Put the pickled onion. Pardon me. I'm actually going to put the bacon probably on top of the lettuce. Then patty. Then pickled onions. Then bun. And it's going to be like, ta-da!
It's gonna be so beautiful.
It's going to be super pretty. So as this is cooking right now, I just wanted to make sure that everything's in order. The bacon is off to the side here. It's going to be super delicious. Let's see. We probably need to kick that up a little bit more.
Okay.
We don't want to.
I got anxious. It was like spitting.
Oh yeah.
Again, I'm a very anxious cook.
Yeah, no, don't.
Do you have any tips of when you know it's like cooked to where you want it to be?
After a while, and that's a great question, because after a while, I usually you kind of know, just by the look. I know, after a while, you just kind of know, especially with this, let's say on average, with a half-pound patty, and let's say maybe 5 to 6 minutes per side, if you want medium. Okay. I would say on average, right? All right. But if you're like, medium well, maybe another minute or two. But again, no flipping, no squeezing, just kind of let it ride. This has probably been going now for
probably.
Yeah, it's probably looking pretty good actually.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do?
Away.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We're gonna lay that right there.
Ooh.
We're going to, again, for purposes of this video, I pre-cooked this bacon, but I'm just going
Heat
to
up
warm
a
it.
little bit.
Yep.
Smart.
Just going to warm it a little bit so it's nice and so it'll taste good once we're all said and done. Oh yeah, okay. So with your bacon, as it's cooking, you know, you don't want crispy bacon. You kind of want it adjust until it's almost kind of soft, chewy, and then just before it's done, you want to glaze it. You don't want to glaze it too early, and you don't want to leave it on too late because then, again, the sugars will burn. It'll taste bitter. It won't taste good at all. So once your bacon is done, you know, it's good to go. So this bacon is ready. So we're going to layer it on here. All delicious bacon.
You never have too much.
No, you can never really have too much. And when I build burgers, I think for me, I really like a gorgeous or really robust burger. And you know, again, we all eat with our eyes. So with that being said, I think it's very important to, you know, build something that looks good, because if it looks good, chances are it'll taste good. So that's how I like to build my burgers.
Instagram worthy.
100%. 100%, you know what I mean? So let's do that. Let's put a little bit more sauce for good measure, because we want all the flavor. And again, we want it, at the end of the day, you know, we want everything to complement one another, right? And there you have it, guys. Look.
Alright. Should we cut it in half and have a bite?
I think we should.
Should. I think so too.
I think that sounds like a wonderful idea. Now, I know for burger purists, yes, if you're eating it by yourself, do not cut your burger in half. Just eat the burger. But for the
if you
purposes
have a small mouth, you can cut it in half. I always cut my stuff in half.
do not cut your burger in half.
This is contentious.
Okay,
now.
we're fighting.
It's getting serious.
It's getting real. All right, but.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Oh, I don't know.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
It's so messy. It's so good. This is like a dream come true. I always watch the chef shows and you're like, I want to
You want
try
to try it?
And I am. This is pretty great.
It's pretty dang good.
Thank you guys so much
Thank you guys.
for watching. Give me a second. Let us know what you think. We're pretty excited about this collaboration. We are so excited that you spent the time to watch this video. Hopefully you got some good tips. Hopefully some good tricks. We'll post a recipe and some steps to go along with this video so you can make this at home. And yeah, leave a comment, share it with your friends. We will be back with another episode soon.
All right, thanks guys.